Hello, my name is Regi Wooten, and I love Jross-tv.
What's up, y'all? Sitting here in Kansas City with the main man, Guitarist Regi Wooten from the Wooten Band. What's up, Regi?
Hey, how you doing, Jay?
What's up, boy? What y'all doing in KC, man? What's happening?
We're going to play it a little bit in about an hour, and we're going to do some new material from an album that was never released 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and look forward to it.
Hey, Rick, now, I'm going to get right to it, man, because I was just wondering, and I'm sure a lot of your fans do, like all the solo techniques and finger techniques that you do, where did they come from?
Well, believe it or not, I'm the oldest, so like I always say, it came from having to teach the other guys, so I had to learn how to play bass techniques on my guitar, because I wasn't allowed to play Victor's bass, because it was his bass. Same thing with keyboards. I had to learn how to lay my guitar down in my lap and play my guitar like a keyboard.
Oh yeah.
So to get those wide voicings, because I had to teach Joe. Started Victor at 2 years old, and Joseph at 5. So, and we were pretty serious about it. At least I was, and I was trying to get them serious. And then the same thing. Drums. I didn't really teach my brother Roy, but I wanted to understand what he was doing and have some influence. So I always beat on the guitar. Every beat he did, I tried to do.
Oh yeah.
And on the saxophone, my brother Rudy actually would blow on the strings, need an amplifier so you could. I actually have a video coming out soon where I actually blow on the strings a little bit.
Oh yeah. What's the name of the video?
You know, it's so new that I don't know the name of it.
Oh, you want to
no, Regi Wooten and Secret Guitar Techniques or something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it should be coming out like within a month.
Oh yeah?
People out of Michigan, where Dorico's from.
So now will it be able to be purchased at stores or online or something like that?
They're working on distributing it now. Definitely online, but they're trying to distribute it through different places. We might even have some on the road in June.
As a technique type CD? What you trying to convey to your audience?
On the DVD?
Right, on the DVD. My bad.
Well, basically what I just said. How I learned. A lot of on the DVD, I explain kind of the concept of how our whole family plays. One of the concepts of our family, I think that we might do a little bit different, is that we try to play 3 ways. When I took music theory in school, there was melody, rhythm, and harmony. They taught us those were 3 things. But in real life on the street, you can be a melodic player, like lead or heavy metal. And a lot of people will stick with just that. Then you can be a rhythm player, like a rhythm and blues, and the R&B bands. A lot of people will stick with just that, and then other people will be harmony, jazz chords, where the harmony is the forefront. Now, when we were young, we actually emphasized that we learned all 3 ways to play. Make sure you can solo as good as everybody else. Make sure you're as funky rhythm as everybody else, and make sure you knew jazz too. You see what I mean? So that's just a little, and that's a lot what's on the video, and that makes you really like a complete player. You have to be tasteful with all those, but those are the 3 directions you want to.
Yeah.
So that's some of the stuff on the video. I'm trying to break that down. Then I actually show a lot of it, different ways, how to combine them, and so it's very interesting.
Well, as the eldest brother, did you feel your responsibility as you were teaching them to make sure you instill those values into them, or did you just let them go, and then as they gained their musicianship, you taught them then?
Right. It was a lot of both. It was a lot of trying to instill stuff, but because they're so young, and I didn't want them to feel pressure, so I had to do a lot of just letting them go and do it their own way. So it was a lot of both. But I was the oldest, and we were going to be athletes, and then I thought for longevity we should do music. So that's why, like I said, at 2, try to really get them started playing music, and then because I was already in a band.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was in a band called the 7 Steps to Heaven or something like that. But we formed the Wooten Brothers too. And then my mom would book us, and my dad would drive us. And we did that for many years, 20 years.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this. Like, now you play so dynamically, and growing up, what was your drive? Since it came to you first, and you taught your younger brothers, right. But what inspired you to play growing up?
That's a good question. Well, I always like the sound of the guitar.
Right.
You know, I came up, I was a little kid during the 60s, late 60s. So back then the guitar was just screaming, from Hendrix to Led Zeppelin to the stuff James Brown was doing, you know, with heavy guitar. Sex Machine is just bass guitar and drum. You see, so there's so many aspects. Carlos Santana was out at that time. All the Woodstock. I mean, so very, you know, and to me the music back then was very powerful. Anyway, I mean, music was very strong back then. Anyway, record stores booming everywhere. Nowadays, it's hard for me to even find Tower Records or, you know. But back then, it was really booming. So, so a lot of people, not just me, was inspired by the music. I mean, you had Elvis on one side, James Brown on one side. You had Aretha Franklin on one side, and you had Janis Joplin on the other side. All of them writing classics, even Karen Carpenter. Right. You know, Luther Vandross is still, you know, singing her songs. So they were writing classics, so it was very easy to be inspired. But I always liked the sound of the guitar, always wanted the guitar. It took me a while to finally afford one and get one. And, you know, and then there was a lot of energy during the 60s anyway. I mean, a lot of energy. The Sly Stones. They really lived and breathed the music. But in the music world, it's very, very difficult because you can be good and still not be through the door. Right. You see me? So, you see, because the music world is not based on your skills, based on who you know, if you're fortunate, all these kind of things. If it was based on skill, we might see a whole different mesh of musicians up there. Just like you go to the Olympics, you see the fastest man in the world. Right, well, and who's the fast? You don't see that. We don't know who the fastest bass player is. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? So you don't have. So the musician has a longer and a harder road. So I have that compassion when I'm teaching. So I really try to use psychology and mesh with the people, and not have too much pressure on them, but at the same time still pushing them along to reach their goal.